everybody, it's Joan with Yoga with Joan Bossy and Yoda. Thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel, Yoga with Joan Bossy. And today we have a nice gentle flow for you. We'll be moving and stretching our entire body. We'll add some twists so that our lower back will feel really relieved and wrung out. We'll ring out for the new year. And we'll ring in the new year by ringing out. I guess we could say that. So we're gonna start in a nice child's pose. So, oh, and you don't need any blocks. Maybe a block or two if you like to hold them or use them to bring the earth to you. You can also use books instead, same thing. So let's begin. Come into a nice, beautiful child's pose, sending those hips back, arms forward, head comes down. We'll take a couple breaths here, grounding ourselves on the mat. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out through the mouth or nose. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhaling and exhale. Let your breath return to normal. And maybe there's an intention you'd like to set for your practice today. You can go ahead and do that now. Let your shoulders relax down. Forearms on the ground. And we'll come to our hands and knees, nice and slow. Have your wrists under your shoulders and your knees about hips width distance apart. Find that strong stance, hands and fingers and thumb pushing into the ground, maybe turning the toes under. Let's drop that belly. Inhale for a cow, chin lifts. Exhale to cat. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. Rounding that spine, really feeling. And you can take one more flow on your own. At your own pace, maybe holding cat or cow a little longer. Good. Let's turn the toes under and just lift the knees, warming up the ab muscles. Take a breath here, hovering the knees above the mat. Good. I really felt my core fire up. And then we'll turn the toes under and send ourselves up into a downward dog. And then we'll bend the knees and come back down. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhaling up, sending the hips up, and coming back down on your exhale. And 1 more time. And down. Bending those knees, finding tabletop. We'll take the right arm out to the side, inhaling it up. We're going to take it 3 times up. So let's send it through, knuckles down 1 time, and then wind back up. Inhale. 2nd time through. We're going to do this 3 times. And then 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale through, all the way down onto that right shoulder, that right side of the head. And really gently let everything go here. Take that right arm and leave it on the ground, pushing left hand on the ground, pushing into the ground, or lift it up. Maybe tucking it behind the hip, maybe sending the right leg back, pointing the toe if that feels good. Or you could leave your knee down, both knees down for a different sensation. Just find what you need. Again, hand can be down, pushing into the ground a little maybe. Left arm can be up or tucked behind your hip. Another breath in and out. And then we'll begin to place that hand back down if it wasn't, pushing into the hand on the inhale, sending that arm out and back. We'll take a thread the needle on the opposite side, inhaling up and exhaling through one time, getting some mobility here in the shoulder, 2 times, and then the 3rd time all the way through, coming down onto that left shoulder, left side of the head. Really feel this thread the needle. See where you feel the stretch. Tune into your body. I'm feeling mine in the lower shoulder, upper back a little. Breathing into any areas of tightness. And then we'll reach up again, inhale. If the hand is up, we can bring it down and we'll send that arm out and down. Good. So we're finished with our thread the needle. Come back to tabletop. We'll turn those toes under, sending the hips up high. Let's bend one knee, opening up that calf muscle on the opposite leg and then the other. Or you can come to stillness, or you can continue to bend one knee and the other. Maybe the knees are very bent, or maybe they're beginning to straighten. It's all good. And then the next inhale, we're going to bend the knees, walking to the front of the mat. Finding our halfway lift, light resting on the shins with the fingers or the bottom. Inhale and exhale down. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, fold. And then we'll bend the knees and rise. Reaching out of the waist. Rooting the feet down. Exhale the hands to the heart. We'll take a side bend, left hand on the hip as we reach up with the right arm. Coming back down, we'll do the other side. Inhale up. And we'll take both arms, bending the knees and reach up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. We'll stay here for 3 breaths, maybe holding the elbows. Excuse me. Really letting everything go down with gravity. And take another breath in and out. And then we'll drop the hands and we'll come back to our downward dog. And this time we're going to lift that right leg out and away from the body, bending that knee, opening up that hip. Take a breath. And then we'll straighten the leg on your next inhale, sending it through between the hands. Left knee comes down, arms reach up. Another breath in low lunge. Front knee over the ankle. Exhale, planting the left hand, right arm lifts as we take a twist over to the right. Maybe tucking that arm behind, reaching, taking a look up at the ceiling if that feels good. Or eye gaze can be relaxed, looking over to the right. Good, nice long stretch here. Inhale, and we'll send that arm down. Framing the foot with the hands, turning the back foot out for warrior 2. We rise, reaching the arms in opposite directions. Turning that front palm up, we'll come to reverse our warrior. Relax the back arm. Feel your feet on the floor. And then we'll come to our side angle pose. Right elbow, forearm across that thigh. Turning gently, or opening our chest to the sky. Nice opening here, nice twist here. And we'll inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Checking out, making sure you have a long back leg, lifted chest, relax the shoulders down. Taking that right leg, straightening it, coming into triangle. Beautiful. Opening up your chest towards the sky. Relax that head. Reverse that triangle, reaching up. Nice stretch here with the front body opening. And then coming back to our warrior two. Hands come behind us, interlacing our fingers, sending the shoulders down. Inhale, take a look up. Exhale, we'll forward fold. Toes can be in a little bit, pigeon-toed in or parallel to each other. As we take a forward fold here, crown of the head searching for the floor. And if you haven't already, we can drop those hands, maybe walking them backwards between the legs or letting them dangle down as we reach the crown of the head down. Another breath here, in and out. And then we'll plant the right hand under the face, taking the left arm up for a twist. Take a look up or off to the side or even down if it hurts your neck. Take care of that body. Listen to what your body needs. Inhale, reach with the fingers. Exhale that hand down. We'll take another twist to the opposite side. Right arm lifts. This is a great stretch for the back, for the legs. And then we'll let that arm come down. We'll come back up after we bring our fingertips in front. Inhale to the fingertips. Exhale, hands to the waist as we rise. Turning the toes out to the far corners of the mat, front corners of the mat. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale to goddess pose. Chest lifted. Relax your arms. Arms come to the thighs as we take the right arm. Take a big circle. Two more. Over to the right. And then we'll take the other arm. 3 circles to the opposite side. Keeping that tailbone down. Coming down low enough to challenge yourself. Hands come to the heart. Another breath. You got this. And then we'll reach up, nice big stretch, star pose. Hands come down, heel toeing the feet in. We'll come to the front of our mat and we'll find our fold. Inhale and exhale down. Stepping back to our beautiful downward dog. Nice back stretch here, breath here. And on the next breath, we'll lift that left leg, inhale it up, 3-legged dog, opening that hip by bending that knee, breathing. Beautiful. And then inhale the legs straight, exhale it through, coming to low lunge, right knee comes down, arms can lift or come to blocks or on your thigh. Again, whatever feels good for you today. And your next inhale, reach. And exhale, folds forward, planting the right hand, left arm lifts for a twist to the left. Knee can be down or up, either one. Maybe even folding that arm behind the left hip if that feels good, opening the shoulder a little more. Using the ab muscles, keeping yourself strong. Inhale, and then we'll drop that hand, framing the foot. We'll find our beautiful 3-legged dog. We'll stay here, turning the back foot out. We'll find our warrior two again on the left here. Sorry about that. Flipping the front palm up, we'll reach up for a reverse warrior. Nice stretch here, front body. Maybe a slight back bend. And then we'll find our side angle pose. Feeling the right side of the left foot, left side of the right foot, pushing into the ground a little more. And then we'll reach back up to warrior two, finding our triangle, straightening that leg, reaching till we can't reach anymore, dropping the left arm, right arm lifts, opening up towards the sky. Intercostal muscles working towards, twisting towards the sky. Couple more breaths here. And then we'll reverse that beautiful warrior, that beautiful triangle, excuse me. Another breath in. And then we'll find that beautiful warrior two. Hands come to the waist as we turn the feet parallel to each other or toed in. Oh, I'm sorry, my light fell. Inhale, reach up. And this time we'll fold. Exhale, find that forward fold. Top of the head, reaching for the floor. I don't have a cameraman. I have my own camera. This is a beautiful pose for focus, concentration. Crown of the head, reaching for the floor, bending the elbows, walking the hands backwards between the legs for a deeper fold if needed. And then we'll come back up, walking the hands, left hand, right hand plants under the face or fingertips, left arm reaches up, twisting over. Another breath. We'll drop that left arm, reaching up the right arm. And right arm comes down. As we bring our fingers out in front, inhale, fingertips, exhale, rise, turning the toes towards the far corners of the mat for goddess pose. Inhale up and exhale, cactus arms. This time we'll bring our hands together, namaste hands. Very small pulses here, or stillness. Really feeling the strength of your legs, chest gently lifting, crown of the head long. You got this today. And we'll let the arms reach up, straightening your legs. Star pose. And hands come together into the heart. We'll heel toe the feet in. Coming to the front of our mat. Take a rest there. Hands one palm on one palm, our hands together. Take a rest here. Feeling every part of your body as you breathe. Noticing how you feel. Maybe coming back to your intention. You're opening up energy channels in the body. And then we'll send ourselves into squat pose. So widening the feet, maybe as wide as the mat. Toes can be pointed out if that feels good for your body as you come down. Tailbone comes straight down as we come into squat pose, using the elbows to open up the inner thigh area. And modification here, you can always take a block and gently sit on it as you come into squat, training your muscles or holding a block. Steady breath, steady mind. Thoughts come in, we can let them float back out, not attaching to anything, focusing maybe on the inhale or the exhale. Always coming back to our breath. And then we'll come down onto the mat. We'll let the left leg come in, the right leg out. Inhale the arms up, folding over that leg. We can flex those toes towards you for a deeper stretch. Heart is reaching, long spine. Dropping the head once the spine is long. Holding here and breathing. And your fold doesn't need to look exactly like mine or the other person next to you. Maybe it's a gentle lean. Maybe it's a fold. Whatever it is, take it and breathe. And then we'll begin to walk back up, taking a beautiful twist here by taking that bent leg over the right leg. Take a elbow to the top of the left thigh. Take a nice twist using the back arm as an anchor. Using the waist muscles to twist, not our arm strength. I sometimes do that. The arm is just a kickstand. And then we'll come back, sending the opposite leg out, inhaling up, reaching out of the waist and reaching over as we fold gently and down. Breathing in and out. I like when Yoda comes and sits near me because I can hear him breathing in and out as I'm practicing. Yeah. And then we'll begin to walk back up, taking that right leg over that leg, that front leg. Take a twist, ready. Take that arm across your leg, or you can hug your knee in as you take a look back over the shoulder. Nice lifted, gentle head lifted. Just gently lifting. Relax the neck as you twist over. Another breath in and coming back out. Beautiful. Bring the soles of the feet together. Stretching our legs a little more, and you can gently draw the knees down. And you can fold if the feet are accessible today, or stay here and gently send those knees down. Inhale and begin to exhale back up. Come to a comfortable seated position on the mat, crossing your legs. We'll take the left hand over to the right thigh, taking hold of the middle here as we reach up, stretching to the side. Get those side muscles in. And you can rock back and forth or reach. Maybe even a look up, opening up the shoulder. And then we'll gently bring that same hand that's on the thigh to the knee. We'll take our right hand behind us as we take a gentle twist again over to the right, breathing in and out. Good. We'll take our right hand to the left middle of thigh, fingers down as we send the arm up, stretch overhead. Nice side bend here, keeping the left sits bone down on the ground. Sometimes it wants to lift. And you can add some movement or stillness. Inhaling. Exhale that hand down behind you as we bring the hand to the knee, taking a twist using the waist muscles over to the left. The snow is so beautiful in the trees today. It's nice to stay still and pause and really notice the moments of your day on your mat. And it's nice to practice near a window where you can see it. So let's send our hands out in front, folding over any amount. Maybe it's a gentle lean forward. Let everything go. Walking the hands over to the left knee. So we take more of a diagonal stretch over that left knee. Notice where you feel that stretch, where in your body. Good. Sliding the hands or walking them over to the opposite knee, diagonally away from it and out. Folding and breathing. This is a different place for me to practice today. I tried to get a little more light because it's dark today. We had a storm and it's snowing and cloudy, so it's hard to get a lot of light for the video. Another breath in and out. And then we'll come back up. We'll check out our necks here, see if they're nice and feeling good. We'll drop the chin towards the chest and then back up. Maybe take a look up if that doesn't hurt your neck. Breath in and then out. We'll take the right ear to the left shoulder, to the right shoulder, but before we do, we're just gonna relax the arms up and back and down the shoulders a few times, making sure they're down, and then draw that ear, just let it tilt towards that shoulder. Good, and you can always add the light finger weight with your hands. Crawling the left side of your fingers out on the left arm, if that feels good. Finding a spot where you get a stretch maybe in the arm as well as the neck. And dropping the chin towards the armpit. Breath here. And then we'll let the chin come back towards the chest in the center. Breath in and then back out. And we'll do the other side. Left ear comes to that shoulder. Don't let that shoulder come to the ear. Just let it drop. Oh, nice stretch here. Maybe add the right arm, crawling the fingers out on the mat. You can also add the weight gently of the fingertips. Not pushing at all, just a light weight. You never want to force your neck, just a nice gentle stretch. Another breath in, and then let that chin drop to that left armpit a little more. Take a look at the armpit. Breath in, and then we'll bring the chin towards the chest in the middle, looking down, and then maybe hands come to the knees. Take a look up gently. And then back to normal. We'll take a seated cow. Hands come to the knees. Send the chest up. Inhale. And round that spine. Exhale. Do this again. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, that feels good. One more time. Inhale. Chest lift. And exhale. Round the back. Belly and chin pull in. Arms can reach out a little. And then we'll come back to neutral, taking that right arm out, bring it across the body, hook the hands on or the forearm of the opposite hand to draw that left arm in, drop that right shoulder, breathe into that shoulder as you draw the arm closer and breathe. Beautiful. Take the arm up for a stretch, the same arm. Dropping the hand behind the nape of the neck, draw the elbow towards the center line, breathing. And then taking that left hand, we can bring it behind, reaching, crawling the fingers up the back a little. Maybe the fingertips touch or maybe they don't. It depends on your range of motion. It's okay. If it doesn't, take a breath in and out. And then we'll release that. Some people can grab their fingertips behind. I can't. I used to. I'm working towards it. And then we'll take the left arm, reach it out, thumb up, draw it across the body, drawing the arm in. Let that left shoulder drop as you draw it in. Breathing. Hips are forward, eye gaze is forward. I love the way yoga makes me feel. I hope that you're finding some nice, good feelings as we stretch today in your body and mind. Another breath in here, in and out. And let that go. We'll send the left arm out, up, reaching up with it. Send that hand behind the neck. Draw with the opposite hand, that elbow towards you, the middle. Nice breath here, in and out. And then we'll take that right arm behind, walking the hand up a little bit, maybe reaching the hands, maybe not. But breathing anyway. Good shoulder stretch here. And then let it all go. Shake it out. Roll the hands one way into fists and then the other. Shaking the hands that way, the palms, and then this way. Rolling the wrists again, in and out, both directions. Opening and closing the hands. Good. And then we'll come back down onto our mat, holding the back of our thighs, our hamstrings, or letting the abs do the work as we come down very slowly. Lower back, middle back comes to the mat, upper back. We'll draw the knees in, take a little rock on your back. Reaching our fingertips down the legs to the ankles, to the outside of the soles of the feet. Fingertips wrap on the soles of the feet as we bend the knees into happy baby here. Breathing into stillness as we stretch our hips a little. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. Nice way to end. And then we'll take the legs and let the soles of the feet come together. Hips are gently opening. With one hand on the lower belly, put one hand on your heart as you breathe here. We'll take 3 breaths, noticing how we feel. And if this is too much on your hips, you can straighten your legs out. Or draw your heels away from the body a little bit. More breath in and out. And then we'll let the arms flop open, palms up, shoulder blades meeting the floor, legs reach out, and the feet flap open to the outside as we breathe here. Find a stillness, let everything come down onto the earth, feeling cradled and supported by the earth here. Soft gaze up, or eyes can be closed as you take your Shavasana, your final resting pose, letting all of the other poses integrate. We did a lot of twists today. We did some standing poses. We did a nice gentle flow. So as you breathe here, I'm just going to read from my beautiful book, Yoga Wise. So stay where you are. This is 365 Days of Yoga-Inspired Teachings to Transform Your Life by Molly Chanson, MA. She's a yoga teacher. She provides simple daily practices that are organized into 12 chapters based on yoga philosophy. So this chapter is called Satcha, which is a cleansing, Satcha. So, what does it mean to harmonize with your true self? What does it mean to harmonize with life and the universe? In art, when a color aligns with another, it is called toning. The colors balance each other out and harmonize. They work together. They make one another more beautiful than if they stayed alone. Likewise, our body tones and aligns when we take care of it, when we strengthen certain muscles and pay attention to the food we eat. Cleansing can look like eliminating food and drink that is bad for our bodies, drinking more water, using a neti pot, rinsing our face before bed, brushing our teeth, yoga, stillness, and breath. Like our physical body, our soul tones and aligns when we rid the emotional self of unnecessary heaviness, such as worry, anxiety, resentment, or fear. Carrying the heaviness of the past or junk in the present leaves no room to breathe or see clearly. Ask yourself, what does cleansing in or around you at this moment? Is there in or around you at this moment? What needs cleansing? Is there physical clutter dragging you down or emotional weight you no longer need to carry? Are there habits you would like to let go? We will dive deeper into these questions as we observe and practice the ancient ritual of Satcha. And again, Satcha means cleansing. So this new year, this January, as you practice every day on your mat or every week on your mat, whatever you can set your goal to do, think about cleansing and how we can rid ourselves of things we don't need in our life. What rituals can we incorporate and what things can we let go of? Let's bring our arms up, inhale, hands come together and to the heart. Thumbs come to the third eye as we bow. Thank you so much for coming with me on the mat today and practicing. It's been wonderful. Yoda knows I'm done and he wants to say goodbye to you too, hopefully. Can you say goodbye, everybody? Yeah, say bye. You're going to come and sit. You're going to stretch. What are you going to do? You're happy. His little stub is wagging. All right, everybody. I thank you so much again. Give it a like if you like this video. Share it with someone that might need it, that might be homebound, that could